Welcome to the Boxing Bookie. We are back. It's good to be back. Got a good one for you guys today. Looking forward to today's show, guys. Get started here. Philly is in the building. What up, Philly? What up, PJ? Philly in the house. Get all the hang on. All right, guys, do become a member. Do become a Patreon. Links are in the chat. The membership is pinned $5 a month. This echo I got to get rid of. Do become a member. Do become a Patreon. Links are in the chat. The membership is pinned. The Patreon's in the chat. Do become a member. Do that. That's important. Support the work. $5 a month gets you the absolute best gambling advice anywhere in the known boxing universe. So do become a member. Do become a Patreon. After you guys do that, head on over to carnivalbar.com. That's carnivalbar.com. It's the nutrition of a steak, the convenience of a bar. Carnivalbar.com. The Carnival Bar is clean, shelf-stable nourishment crafted by hand for adventures, picnics, and everything in between. That's carnivalbar.com. Use promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. That's promo code BOXING at checkout to save 10%. Let's get into today's show. Let me get to some of these big Jab Zuda in the house. What up, Jab? What up? Nonito probably about to get worked. I did want to address this because I'm still trying to figure out. I think KO should be streaming it, but guys, can you let me know how we're watching this fight? I'm guessing KO is going to stream it in the Discord. I'm hoping. So, guys, if you want to watch the fight and you don't know how to watch it, if you're slightly retarded and old like me, do join the Patreon. Get access to the Discord. We'll stream the fights in the Discord. My boy KO5 streams all the fights, so we'll watch it in the Discord. You can so we'll have the fight there. You want to watch this fight. I want to watch this fight. Nonito and Sasumi is a really, really good fight. A fun fight. The crowd was split on it. It was basically a 50-50 poll yesterday. It's a really good fight. You guys want to watch the fight? Join the Patreon. Become a member. I'll send you a link. The membership is right there. It's pinned in the chat. The link for the Patreon's in the Discord. The link for the Patreon is in the chat. It's pinned it's pinned. The Patreon is in the ticker below. It's pinned it's in the chat. It's in the description below. Lots of ways to join. I like Sasumi for sure. I'm taking Sasumi for sure. Okay. All right. I'm not as convinced on this, but I'm definitely taking Donaire. I'm taking Donaire for a couple of reasons. I'm taking him because it's plus 270. We're going to get to that in a little bit. And I think he's going to win. I'm not, super, super duper confident, but I'm more than 50-50 on him. I think he's going to win. And then the price is too good to pass up. Yeah. KO going to stream it. If you got to pay for the Unext shit, it's crazy complicated. I tried looking at it. I was like, I'm out. I'm just going to watch it. King Gary is here. And remember, guys, don't forget that I am the absolute best in the world at this. There are many other guys who are excellent, but I'm the best at this. I am absolutely the best at this. So shout out to everyone in the community. What's wrong, Gary? Didn't get enough sleep? What do you mean? No, I'm good. What was I yawning? I don't know. I'm good. Simpson versus Williamson thoughts. I think Troy Williamson gets retired today. Yeah. Callum Simpson, Troy Williamson, Callum Simpson. I'm not a huge Callum Simpson fan, but I don't understand what the appeal was in Troy Williamson. So I'm going to take Callum Simpson in that in a real way. He's got the win over Zach Chalet. Yeah, you know what? I'm definitely Steve Dahl. I'm Ivan Zuko, my dude. That was his last one back in June. Troy Williamson is. I don't understand Troy Williamson at all. He lost to Jahai Tucker, Ishmael Davis, or Gurka all in a row. He lost to Josh Kelly. Yeah, I don't. I'm taking Simpson. I'm not even gonna think twice about that. Gary, either tomorrow night or sometime this week, would you want me to come on and we talk about how to finesse this fake pull? You want to? Yeah, I'm probably gonna go live again tonight. Probably. So yeah, in a real way, come through for sure. 100%. Absolutely 79. Love to have you on. If you're free to come on now, I'll drop the link and you can come on. Okay, what is your final parlay for this Wednesday fight? I put it in the Discord. I will hang on. Mm, 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 mm. Lock of the week. Hang on. So the lock is combined Wednesday and Friday. I gave you guys a lock yesterday. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah. Goodman, Johnson, Zoo, Bumgarner again. That's going to be over a couple of days. You guys want a parlay specifically for today? You guys want a specific parlay just for tonight or tomorrow? However, we're looking Wednesday. We can do that. Hang on 1 second. Mm-mm-mm. 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 All right. All right. Let's take a look at boxing. What the hell is this? Why is this all weird? All right. It's weird. Okay. Alasquaga is always a good bet. I would take Takami here. We're already down to minus 312. So we're already in good shape. Um, it's a little tough to take a parlay on this. There's not a ton of good odds, but I would start with that. And Shannon Courtney. You guys can do that. Osquaga, Takami, and Courtney. If you want a parlay, and I'm not advising this, I'm not locking this up. This isn't my lock. But if you guys want a parlay that should hit a 3-leg parlay, I think Shannon, Courtney, Takami, and Osquaga is a good bet. It's minus 169, 3-leg parlay. I mean, I think it's almost starting to hit. I would take this. I would take that. I would sign off on that. Jefferson says, I like Olasquaga KO. I don't like how Taku drops his lead hand. You can take Olasquaga by KO. I did the breakdown of this. I did the video on this. I'm not uber confident in the stoppage, but I think the stop. I wasn't super impressed. I'm not taking. I don't think I'm touching the methodology in this fight. I don't think this is a great fight to bet. I get what he's saying about dropping his hands. I know what you're saying. Alice Quagga by decision is paying plus 220. I think it's probably a better bet, right? Alice Quagga by stoppage. I'll pull it up right now. I don't like the bet. I don't like the price on it. Olasquaga by stoppage is almost minus 200, while Olasquaga by decision is plus 220. I'd much rather take the plus 220 than a minus 190 on something I'm kind of 50-50 on. Honestly, if I had to bet, I'd probably take Olasquaga by stoppage. It's kind of my inkling. Olasquaga by decision. I mean, I'd probably, I guess, Olasquaga by decision is my best guess. I'm not overly convinced on that. It could be a stoppage. I know what you're saying about Kurahara dropping his hands. I get what you're saying. I just wasn't uber impressed. I'm gonna take Olasquaga by decision, I guess. If I'm gonna bet this, I'm gonna take that. I don't love the stoppage at minus 190. I'd much rather take the value, take the money at plus 220 on Olasquaga by decision. I'm leaning that way just a little bit, and the odds are really pushing me in that direction. I'm working in Missouri right now. All right, look, let's hit me up, message me. We'll be in communication. I'll reach out to you for sure. I want to have you. I will talk about this Jake Paul affair. WBC Grand Prix finale on Saturday. Some good fights on that card. Hopefully we get. Oh yeah, if we get some odds on, we can take a look at it for sure. I don't have any odds on. I haven't seen any books on it, so I got DraftKings. I got to figure something else out. This is the only book that I can bet on here. Becomes an issue. Ooh, Donaire looks like he's in. Donaire looks like he's in survival mode. Donaire looks like he's in survival mode over Santiago and Campos. Hardly throwing his volume has. Yeah, he's not wrong. His volume has dropped a lot, but it's got to. He's 43 years old. His volume has got to drop. He can't keep that volume up. He can't keep that pressure up. The volume is going to drop. But he's so selective. I don't know if survival mode is the right word. He's had to slow the pace down. He's had to bring the pace of the fight down because he is 43 years old. But his timing is still impeccable, and he still has the power. He still has the left hook, the right hand. He can still do those things. And Tatsumi gets sloppy. He gets wild. He's not that difficult to hit. If Donaire can slow the pace down, he can land the counter shot that can end the fight. He's more accurate. He's going to get hit less. I think there's clear path. I'm not saying Tatsumi can't win. He's fighting a guy who's 43 years old. I just see more paths to victory for Donaire. I think it's more likely than not Donaire wins this fight. And then when you look, I think Donaire can win by stoppage. I think Donaire can win by decision. He's just got to slow the pace all the way down. What up, Rando? What up, Rando? Sandor Martin fights this weekend in Spain. Who would you favor in a fight between Martin and Mercado? Ooh, that's an interesting contrast in styles. I guess you would have to take Mercado, right? You have to. Yeah, Mercado knocks everybody out. I guess Mercado. I kind of want to take Sandor Martin, but I guess it with a gun in my head, you got to take Mercado, right? G, I need a parlay betting a G this week. What you got? What kind of odds do you want, Eli? I mean, you want? I would take. This is a tough week to bet. The odds, like some of the odds are just whack. I mean, we can hit. There's a lot that we can take. I would take. There's a lot going on this week. Usoli at minus 1,600. Cardenas at minus 575. Do we get the over? Let's run through all the bets I like this week, and then we'll build something. I do like Shannon Courtney. I don't know these fighters. I do like Alasquaga. I don't love the price at minus 1,000. The bet I do like, the bet that I would probably make is Alasquaga by decision at plus 220. I'd probably get in on that. I don't love the price on the stoppage. Takami is a safe pick. He's gonna win. I would. This is a good play. Takami is a good play. I like Donaire at plus 270. You guys know I like that. A lot of us are going to disagree on that. William Crawler at minus 1,400 is a parlay piece. You could use that. Buddha Judge. This is a better bet than this, right? Like Crawler is a better bet than a Buddha Judge because he's fighting a real guy. Invicta Ionescu. I would take William Crawler if I was going to use that kind of price on a parlay piece. Hedges and Zuro. I'm doing the tape now on this. I'm going to have a better answer for you on the second show. I guess Hedges wins. The question becomes, is it stoppage or not? And I'm watching the tape on Zuro. That guy sucks, man. I liked him to a degree for a while. I don't know what I ever liked about him. You know what I do like in this, though? I love the over on this. I love the over 8.5 on that. Shanika Johnson, I would take that. Carolyn Dubois, I'm not taking minus 3,500. That's too wide. And the Bumgardner fight, I definitely like the over in the Bumgardner fight. Oh, the Bumgardner fight is 12 rounds again? Bumgardner's fighting 12? Are they 3-minute rounds? Hang on. Is Bumgardner fighting? Is fighting 12 rounds? Does anyone know if Bumgardner's fighting 2 or 3-minute rounds? Does anybody know? Hang on. Alicia, yeah, she's fighting 3-minute rounds. Ooh. 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 I'm not touching that fight. Boy, I didn't know she was fighting 3-minute rounds. What do you think of Zoo getting upset? I don't think Zoo's getting upset. Tim odds look way off. I think Tim Zoo's going to win. So many people being added last minute. Just realized that props got for today's MVP cards. We riding with yeah, we can ride with Takami. Tasumi to be knocked down and win is a nice prop. Yeah, it's not bad. Let me build this parlay first. Let me build this parlay first. I'm not touching this anymore. That's 3-minute rounds. I'm out on that. She may get stopped. Let me see. Let me build this parlay out. How do we feel about this as a 4-leg parlay minus 108? Cardenas, Takami, money line. Johnson, money line. Cardenas, money line. Takami, money line. Over 8.5 on Hedges and Zoro. Minus 900 on Johnson. I like this parlay a lot. How do y'all feel about this in a real way? How do you feel about this? I had Goodman, Johnson, Bumgardner, distance. I'm out on that now that this 12-minute rounds. And Zoo. I'm out on that. So this is I like this a little better. Cardenas, Takami, Hedges, Zoro, over, Johnson, money line. I like this a lot. This is a bet I like a lot at minus 108. It's almost even money. To me, these are 4 easy bets that we can lock in. Cardenas, Takami, over 8.5. Sonica Johnson, money line. To me, that's easy money. That's an easy money parlay right there. I think Medeiros wins today. In a couple of hours, he fights on MVP showcase card. Hang on. Is this hang on. You're talking about Almeida Medeiros? He's fighting Hugo Macias. I don't know. Where do you guys get this stuff from? I have no idea. I don't know even where you would. Does anyone have a book on this fight? Oh, this fight right here. I don't know who this guy is. Do we know this guy? He's fought on. I can't help you out with this guy. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know who it is. It's no thing. It's no thing. Gary, do you use Sasumi fight? Sasumi fight doesn't go. Do I think the Sasumi fight goes the distance? Probably not. I think Donaire. I'm not. Look, the best bet on that fight is Donaire on the money line. I think there's a good chance it goes the distance. It's tough. I really don't like betting that fight because of Donaire's age. But I do think Donaire is going to win. So does Donaire stop him? I think there's a very good possibility that Donaire could stop him. If not, I think Donaire wins. The only bet that I like on that fight is Donaire by money. Donaire on the money line at plus 270. Donaire in his last fight was just waiting to counter. This will be really tough for him. It's not because Sasumi comes at you and he's haphazard and sloppy. Like it's not. I get what you're saying, but this is a perfect guy to sit back and counterpunch with. I'm with you. Donaire's punch output has come to a grinding halt, right? Because he's 43, but he's still super sharp. He can still time you. And is a guy that's going to come after him, who's going to sit there and be countered. Hand in History is here. What up, Hand in History? I have no idea what. I'm really not good with the Australian club fighters. I don't. I know this is something for Johnny. I'm not a savant on the Australian club level, guys. Um, I don't have any tape on these guys. I've never heard of these guys. This is more a question for Johnny Says. Check out Johnny Says channel. Feel free to check out his channel. He's much better on the Australian club fighters than I am. It's the way to go for the Donaire fight, or is it better just to pick a guy? I would just pick a guy and roll with it. I think this fight could end in any of the four ways. I think it could end by Donaire by stoppage. I think Donaire could get stopped. I think Donaire could win a decision. I think Donaire could lose a decision. It's really really tough. This is a tough fight to bet. I would say ES79. Your best bet is to just pick a guy and roll with him. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Uh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. 79. It's all good. Donaire won't be able to keep Susami off him, and he doesn't have the legs and reflexes to keep away unless Donaire bombs him out with a monster left hook. But he's just gonna sit and counter him. He's gonna throw less punches. He's probably gonna land less punches, but the punches he's gonna land are gonna count, right? Like he's gonna land the left hook, he's gonna hand the right hand, and does Susami just walk into something? You know what I'm saying? Can he get Susami to slow all the way down and get us in a fight where we're throwing one shot at a time? If Donaire can do that, he's going to win because he's much more powerful. He's much more accurate. He's got better timing. Like he's just better at that. Susami's got to win the fight by volume and pressure. Um, yeah, Jazza Dickens fights this weekend. No, it's not this weekend. No, Dickens fights next weekend. Jazza Dickens, you're talking about? He fights next weekend. He fights Jazza Dickens fights Susumi. The other are we talking about Jazza Dickens? He don't fight this weekend. He fights Hayato Susumi on the Saudi card, the Riyadh card, on the Donaire and Picasso card. I think. No, Nito used everything he had left in the first Inoue fight. Yeah, that's true. That's that. Yes, 12. Yeah, he's fighting 12 3-minute rounds. If Bumgardner really is watched, Bardona's live. I think she's very live, bro. I think she's very live. It's 3 minutes. Yeah, I'm not taking the over on that. I'm not touching the over on that. I guess the PED's got to Bumgardner. It's all good. Me and her can rebuild her endurance at my home gym. Yo, he was good. Yeah, no, 12 3-minute yeah, 12-minute rounds. Dude. Is that what I said? 12 3-minute rounds. I'm sorry. Bumgardner and Bodine are fighting 12 3-minute rounds. They're fighting 3 12-minute rounds. It's going to be a battle of endurance. You think Sam Goodman is due for a KO? No, I don't think he's due for a KO. I think he's due for a U. I think he's due for a UD. Yeah, Harley Madrosi, man. I got you. I got you. Don't know. He was fighting today. Guys, do you tape with commentary on or off? Typically off. It depends on the commentator. Typically 9 times out of 10 off. But sometimes I do want to hear the commentator's thoughts. It depends on the commentator though. Muhammad Kamili. All right. You guys are going deep. These are boxes, I would imagine. Hang on. Hang on. Thoughts on Joshua by decision for a plus? I'm not betting on. I mean, I'm not. I would never bet for that fight to go the distance. I'm not betting on that fight. Me and 79, we want to come up. We'll talk about why this fight. I would not bet on this fight, guys. I would not. I would not bet on this fight. I would avoid this thing at all costs. I changed my life. I changed my pick on Donaire for his opponent to score an under 1.5 knockdown. Donaire Sutsumi is not going the distance. Well, then there's your bet. Like, there's your bet right there. Hang on. What is the fight not to go the distance? I don't think that's a bad bet. Not to go the distance pays plus 110. It's not a bad bet. If you got it when it was even money, that's a good bet. Seiya and Takami is a total pass for me. Both fights are going to be super close fights. It's a tough day to bet. These Japanese cards are tough, man. I'd say 80%. I like the 80%. I think Courtney definitely wins that fight. I would take Courtney. I feel good putting it in my parlay. It's all good, bro. It's all good. It's all good, man. It's the Donaire. Is the Donaire? Well, yeah, the Donaire fight is like 2 a.m, so technically it's tomorrow, right? It's like 2 my time. So technically the fight's tomorrow, but it's like overnight. Guys, all right, guys. Blizzard beat Goodman in the amateurs. Okay, like how many KO Sam got? They in the UK, so they might give him a KO when they feel like it. No, that's true. How many good? How many? I don't know. What was like? When was? Let me look it up. How many KOs does Sam Goodman have? Sam Goodman actually has 8 stoppages in his 20 wins. That is way higher than I thought. I don't know who the hell he stopped. I gotta find some of these stoppages. Who the hell did Sam Goodman stop? You can see they came early in his career. So 7 of his first 12. So in his last 13 wins, he's got one stoppage in his last 13 wins. I don't think he's due for one. I would not bet on that. Going deep. Dude, they added 3 last-minute women's fights and a random Brazilian boxer for today. Yeah, I get it. There's a lot to get into. I don't have time to get into all of this. Guys, don't worry about it. It's all good. Guys, don't worry about it. You think Joe Hosworth's getting stopped? It's in the UK, so I would guess yes. Like, they're probably going to stop the fight. I don't have uber confidence in that, but I'm not betting on it. I'm just taking solely on the money line. But it is the UK, so they'll probably just stop the fight. Zoo, Tim going, I can't see that. Is John Hedward's fight? It's 10, isn't it? I think it's 10. I'm still doing the tape on that fight. Yeah, it's 10 rounds. It's 10 rounds. All the Mexican fans are attacking me for saying Nick Bull ain't fought no one, so that therefore Brandon Newton Brains is gonna win. I'm a big Figueroa fan. That's my dude. I love Figueroa. I can't see him winning that fight. He's shot to me, and no one loved young Brandon Figueroa more than me. Thoughts on Richards and Griffin fight? I think Griffin's a good bet. The odds are decent. It's a decent parlay piece. It's a decent parlay. I think there are better parlay pieces than that, but it's not a bad piece. If you're looking to build a parlay, Griffin's not a bad option there. What is he? What the hell is he? Hang on. Minus 500 on my book. I think he definitely wins. I think Avius Griffin's pretty good. So it's a decent parlay piece. It's a decent parlay piece. Is Tim in there with a real guy? I don't think so. Boxing overload this weekend for sure, Mikey from Melbourne, like 100%. Guys, I gotta wrap this up in a minute. I gotta wrap this up in a minute. I have not. I haven't. I don't think Troy Williamson. Like I don't have. I can. I don't think it's gonna change my mind. There's so much boxing this weekend. I need to get through it. Let me get to the tape. I'm gonna go live later. Let me get with 79 tonight. We'll come back later tonight. Guys, like, share, comment, subscribe. I gotta wrap this up. We'll do a second show tonight. Bring your questions, comments, thoughts. Bring all of that for later. I'm gonna do that second show tonight. I think he's gonna win, right? Like to me, like he's gonna win. It's a decent parlay piece. I didn't add it to mine either. All right, guys, I'm gonna end the show. It is December 16th, 2025, from Texas to the world. Thank y'all, and God bless.
Don't miss a tweet, post, story, or video. 3D Boxing is on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Hit the subscribe button now to stay inside the ring.